Kevin Car 96.
These two have started really, really well.
And Painter on for a 12-dart leg if he can convert double
Game shot
eight
on the
here,
first
which he
leg.
duly
Kevin
does.
Painter.
And a little bit like last night, Kevin Painter's got out the tracks flying, opening up a 1-0 lead on Tommylishman, and so should come back for 2 darts at tots to complete the job.
180. Kevin Car
Lishman right
60.
behind him on 22. What a 180 there from Tommylishman.
The ultimate scoreboard pressure, but is it academic? Tops leaves double 10. 2 5s.
50.
And the artist cannot
Tommy
complete the
O'Connor,
job.
22.
And so Lishman, following that maximum, it was far from dead cat. And now he wants to go dead pan in the centre of this double 11 to win the match.
Game shot on the match, Tommylishman.
Yeah, and there you can see it. Tommylishman back-to-back wins over Kevin Painter. Does once again win out 4-3. Mismatch darts there for Kevin Painter. And as you can see, 87 average there for Kev. And Tommylishman with an 86-62. Good checkout percentages from both. And coming up next, we have Ryan Palmer against Haruki Muramatsu.
On your car 78.
Oh, that's unlucky. And I think that was actually in the 54.
38. Haruki car 74.
And there we go. The dart of disappointment. Are these going to be the darts of elation for Muramatsu? 74 for the match. He's going to get 2 in hand at double 16 to complete a comprehensive victory against Ryan Palmer by 4-0. And Haruki Muramatsu is on the board with a clinical display. 93.94 the average, 4 out of 9 when it came to the finishing, and he didn't afford Ryan Palmer a dart at double in that match. It moves Haruki Muramatsu on to 8 points, level with our league leader, who we're yet to see tonight, but we're going to see after the break. Mike Gillett's going to be in action against Tommylishman. And that was nearly the first of the Lishman flashy finishes for the night as well. But what has Gillett got on this 75? It's going to be tops for the break.
Game shot
and a
on the
1-0
first
lead.
leg.
15 dart breaker throw to kickstart Mike Gillett's night. He begins Friday in a similar fashion to which he ended on Thursday. Big moments in this game coming up. Gone against the 25 route Gillett, and so it's going to mean now the solitary dart at tops for a 3-2 lead and a breaker
Game
throw,
shot
and
on the
that's
fifth
found.
leg. Mike Gillett.
Go on, hit a 180 to leave double 1. Go on, Mike!
1 out of them, 50. Tommy O'Connor,
Boring.
164.
Boring but effective. That was a great setup shot. A chance here for Lishman. Needs a 164 and isn't going to go. So Mike will be back for 32 for the match.
94.
And
Mike
for his
O'Connor,
place
32.
in tomorrow night's final, it is in his grasp.
Game shot
And
on the
Mike
match.
Gillett is
Mike Gillett.
into tomorrow night's final. He has been the standalone player in Group B, and he is the first player through in Group B. Gillett betters Lishman by 4-2, even time for a little word with Paul Hinks. Who says nice guys don't win things? Mike Gillett, former weekly winner here, is back into finals night, doing so with an 86.04 average and 4 out of 7 when it came to the finishing. For Tommylishman, still work to do, but he finds himself still in a fortuitous position, but is it going to feel a little bit more perilous when Kevin Painter takes on Haruki Muramatsu next? Not a waving of the white flag, because that's not something Kevin will ever do, but it was almost in his mind a bit of a concession as Muramatsu finds a double 18 for an 11 dart leg, the best leg of the night so far.
Kevin O'Connor, 116.
Well, this is for a level match. Needs to find treble 20 and does. Double 18.
Game shot on the
Yeah,
fourth
and that's some
leg.
clinical
Kevin
finishing there
Painter.
from Kevin Painter.
So this for the match for Kevin Painter to put him onto 4 points. It's tops for Painter for a 4-2 win. to keep him in the mix. Can he just nudge it
Game
below?
shot on the
Yes, is
mats,
the
Kevin
answer.
Painter.
And Painter is very much in the mix. A 4-2 victory against Haruki Muramatsu, finally getting the better of his nemesis this week. Painter right in the picture now. 4 points to his name. He moves up to third place. A 4-2 victory in a high-quality affair. 92.14 the winning average in the end for Painter. 4 out of 8 on the finishes, and that 116 checkout may be changing the game once and for all. So, coming up after the break, our middle match of the night as Mike Gillett takes on Ryan Palmer. Tops for Gillett.
Game
The
shot on the
finish,
first
sweet like
leg.
chocolate
Gillett.
for Mike Gillett. 1-0 he leads. It could well be curtains to his chances if so.
Tops.
Game shot on the
Tops
fourth
really
leg.
has
Mike
been
Gillett.
kind for Mike Gillett.
Palmer in peril as far as Group B is concerned. It's going to be a dart at Tops to seal the deal
Game shot
and to
on
get
the
over the
match,
line by
Mike
4
Gillett.
legs to 0. And that's now 6 in a row as far as Mike Gillett is concerned. He gets the better of the Lion, Ryan Palmer, by 4 legs to 2. Who is just like his brother early on this afternoon, staring the exit door in the face. It wasn't a game littered with high quality. Missed doubles kind of plaguing the averages that you see on screen. But it is Gillett who runs out a 4-2 victor in the end, doing so with an average of 75.5 and 4 from 16 when it comes to the doubling. We're at the halfway point of our night after the break. It is Lishman against Muramatsu.
You're looking for another one of those, which he finds. So double 6.
Game shot on the second leg. Haruki
Masterful finishing there
Muramatsu.
from Haruki Muramatsu. Yeah, we saw him take out a 1-2-6 earlier. Can he take out the ton? Needs another one of those.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Haruki Muramatsu.
Absolutely outstanding. Clinical finishing there from Haruki Muramatsu.
To put himself on 6 points and to put himself in a real promising position in this group. That lie is not the world's best.
Game
But
shot
he
on the match,
manages
Tommylishman.
to find the double, to find the win, and you can see the elation in his celebration as to how much it means to Tommylishman as he walks off stage, a relieved man, a happy man, as he gets the better of Haruki Muramatsu by 4 legs to 3. That's despite 2 ton plus checkouts from Muramatsu, but Lishman getting over the line. That despite 18 missed darts at a double. Lishman beats Muramatsu 4-3. Coming up next, let's see how Kevin Painter can respond when he takes on Mike Gillett.
There is still time. Time is definitely running out for Kevin Painter, who'll be hoping to pin Tops here for the opening leg.
Game shot on the first leg.
And
Kevin
that's
Painter.
Very clinical finishing there from Kevin Painter.
So 2 12, so
Game shot of the
Painter
match,
completes
Kevin
the
Painter.
job. And so he is in a very good suit now, is Kevin Painter. A 4-2 victory against Mike Gillett puts him in a very promising position with just Ryan Palmer to come. Ryan Palmer's involved in our next match. He takes on Tommylishman, who can, well, do the job for Painter to a certain extent. Right, let's see what happens in this next match after this short break. Is it going to be a big fish from Lishman? The bullseye to
Game shot on the
eliminate
first
Palmer.
leg. Tommylishman.
And it is the big fish from Lishman. 1-0. Tops after 12 to cap off what has been a big performance at the big time for
Game shot on the match,
Tommylishman. A
Tommylishman.
4-0 victory against Ryan Palmer puts himself right in the mix. 8 points from his campaign. And now he has to sit and await his fate. And he's got to hope that Ryan Palmer can reverse these particular fortunes against Kevin Painter next time out. But in the middle of that, we're going to see the final games of the campaign for the top 2. Haruki Muramatsu and Mike Gillett.
Haruki Okada 96.
So 96 for Muramatsu. Double 18 for Muramatsu
Game shot on the second
to
leg.
level this game up
Haruki
at 1 apiece.
Muramatsu.
Superb 96 finish to square the affair up.
So double 16.
Game shot on the third leg.
Again,
Haruki
those-
Muramatsu. Game shot on the match.
And the
Haruki
match
Muramatsu.
won by Muramatsu by 4 legs to 1. He gets the better of Mike Gillett. Realistically, for the Welshman, his job was done quite early on by the end of game 1. But for Muramatsu, he moves himself on 10 points and he guarantees himself second spot in the table. And so these two won't meet now until the knockout stages in tomorrow night's affairs. Muramatsu with a 93.34 average. Some really good performances on the night from the Japanese star, has become the first ever Asian player to qualify for finals night here at the Super Series. As for Mike Gillett, he'll come back tomorrow night looking for a second weekly title coming up after the break. It's all about who's going to join this pair in tomorrow night. A win for Kevin Painter and he's in. If Ryan Palmer can pick up the points, it's Tommylishman who goes through.
Yeah, I'd agree. Part 1 done. And Palmer rather defiantly stood there behind Kevin Painter.
Game shot on the second leg. Kevin Painter.
Back up for double 18.
Game shot on the third leg. Kevin Painter.
And this is some great finishing from Kevin Painter, and he is running away with this match.
Kevin O'Connor 40.
And so, tops for the artist
Game shot on the
to
match.
put
Kevin
himself
Painter.
into tomorrow night's final. And Kevin Painter's march towards a first weekly title here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth is still on. A 4-0 victory against Ryan Palmer puts him back into finals night. 101.9 average, saving his biggest performance for the most crucial of times. 2 maximums in there, 4 out of 7 when it came to the doubling, including that 96 finish. For Ryan Palmer, his week ends in defeat at the Super Series. We'll see him in the belt match tomorrow. But the final game of the session sees Painter through after beating Ryan Palmer by 4 legs to 0.
Yeah, he knew what he had to do, and boy, he did it emphatically, didn't he, Kevin Painter?
Yeah, that was an impressive win. You know, he had to win that match, otherwise it would have been a completely different outcome. So yeah, 100 ton plus average, first one from Kev that we've seen, and what a time to get it.
Yeah, he just looked like a man on a mission, just knocked Ryan Palmer off the stage, almost literally at one point
Yes,
as well.
I did see that, yes.
Yeah, Kevin Painter just commands that stage, doesn't he? And he's going to get the chance to do it at finals night tomorrow. We'll take a look at the results from tonight, the 10 matches that have been played. And it didn't start promisingly for Kevin Painter. 4-3 defeat to Tommylishman. He looked like he had a mountain to climb then.
Yeah, he did, and I think I've just been really impressed with how he's turned it around, because you know he just got better and better as the night went on, Kevin Painter, and just played himself into it. You know, you do want to have control over your own destiny, and you know Kevin has had that.
Yeah, well, Kevin Painter is the man of the moment. He's taken that last spot at finals night, and we're going to hear from him now. He's downstairs talking to Henry.
Kev, many congratulations. Saved your best performance for last.
Well, I needed a win, Henry, so, you know, it's no good going up there and having a struggle. It's been difficult for me this week. I haven't played particularly brilliant. I've thrown so many games away, losing 4-3 and things like that, and making things really difficult for myself. But came good right at the end there when I needed to.
What were you thinking as the night developed? Because that was very tight, that race for third.
Yeah, you know, I thought after I'd beaten Mike, I thought I'd done enough there, and then of course things got tight, and come to the end game, you know, fortunately I had one more game left, and I knew that, you know, if I won that, obviously I was going to get through. So, no, I'm pleased to get through. Obviously, I'd like to have played a bit better. I've sort of, as I said to you, I've sort of lost too many games, 4-3, or you know, 3-1 up, and things get messy. The consistency, you know, just wasn't there all week, but managed to, you know, get myself through.
But into tomorrow night now, a little bit more of a knockout style, maybe favours you a little bit more. And, of course, for yourself, the opportunity to win a first title under this roof in Portsmouth.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we'll see how that goes, Henry. But no, it's nice to get through. Like you say, knockout style might be a bit better for me. You know, a bit more cutthroat and that. You know, so yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. Yeah.
Many congratulations to you tomorrow. Well done, Kev.
Thanks, Henry. Thank you, mate.
Very honest appraisal there from Kevin Painter. Happy to get through, not really happy with how he played until that last match.
Yeah, and to be fair, you know, out of the games that he's won tonight, he did lose to Tommy early on, which, you know, made it very difficult for him, but did get wins over the top two in Mike and Haruki. So, you know, he's his own worst critic, and I can understand, especially from yesterday, he would have been disappointed, but should be really pleased with how he's got through today.
Yeah, knockout darts for Kevin Painter tomorrow then. And Mike Gillett, well, he's known that he was going to be there for some time. He got it done really early tonight, didn't he? Very good start to his evening, just making sure he had no drama.
Yeah, and he didn't, and you know, the whole idea of coming here is just to get the job done. And for Mike, I think it was a completely different, you know, experience for him. He said it himself yesterday that he's probably struggled to get through to finals night, and he's been really dominant, played really, really well. May have tailed off slightly to the end, but sometimes that's to be expected because you may lose that bit of adrenaline when you know that you've done what you've come to achieve.
Yeah, and Haruki Muramatsu through the first Asian player to make it through to finals night, so a bit of a landmark moment here at the Live Lounge.
Yeah, and it's great, and we're seeing more and more people from different countries coming over, playing really well, so it's great to see someone from Asia coming through, and you know, the way he's playing, I just think he's got that wonderful consistency and a real level head. It wouldn't surprise me if he comes along and really does have a big push for the trophy himself.
Yep, so it is those two and Kevin Painter. Tommylishman, a bit like last time he played here, didn't quite make it, but he had his moments, didn't he?
He did, and again, I think like Kevin really did struggle yesterday, did everything he possibly could, and here you see that 170 checkout that he took against Ryan Palmer, and I just have to feel for him because as I was kind of coming up to the stage, he was sat downstairs watching the game between Kev and Ryan, and obviously hoping for a different outcome, but yeah, just not quite enough from Tommy tonight.
And that was brutal for Palmer. That was actually the leg that knocked him out.
Yes, yeah, of course. So, yeah, it is quite brutal at these stages. You know, it's the round robins. You've only got a couple of days, and there's not a lot of matches, and time runs out. And unfortunately for Ryan and Tommy, just ran out of road.
Yeah, they did. Well, let's get final confirmation of that Group B table then. Mike Gillett winning it, Haruki Muramatsu on 10 points, Kevin Painter pipping Tommylishman at the post, and Ryan Palmer cut adrift really in the end. The bookies kind of got it right, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They called it perfectly. So, you know, well done to them.
Yeah, and we're back tomorrow, of course, for finals night. The groups for the Saturday session are going to look like this. So Andreas Harrison, the Group A winner, Shane McGurk and Haruki Muramatsu in one group, Alex Small, Mike Gillett and Kevin Painter in the other. Does one look stronger than the other to you?
Oh, I don't know. They both look quite different, don't they? I mean, Harrison's had a couple of days off. Will he come back refreshed? Because he was very impressive in Group A. But yeah, I think they've all really put good accounts in and all finished very strongly in their campaigns in their groups. So no, I think they're equally quite difficult to get out of.
And you know that I'm not going to let you leave without asking you for a prediction, a name. Who's going to be lifting that trophy on the stage behind us tomorrow?
The thing is, if I don't say Mike, I might get in trouble. I mean, I honestly can see a lot of them. As I say, I've been really, really impressed with Haruki. I think Mike's played himself into a very strong position as well. So I will go with Mike. Maybe a little bit biased, but I know my mum and my sister are watching, so I might get told off if I don't say it. But yeah, even Kevin, you know, if he can carry on that performance, yeah, it's gonna be a hard one to beat.
Okay, Gillett for glory, says his sister-in-law herself. We will be back tomorrow for finals night to see who does win Week 7 here at the Super Series. The action gets underway from 7:30 p.m. live on the Motor Super Series YouTube channel. Then the semis and final will be live on Sporty Stuff TV from 10. So we hope you can join us. See you then.